John, and thanks for stealing my lines to start us explaining why I had to leave. Unfortunately, I have to beg pardon at about 6 o'clock because I have to sit on the couch for a show called Talking Fish on Channel 31, and it's one of the things you have to do when you're the Shadow Minister for Agriculture as well as being the member for Bendigo East. So I'm really grateful to the organisers of tonight's forum for giving me the opportunity to still attend this and meet those obligations as well. Can I thank my fellow candidates for also coming along. Forums like this, whether it's this one tonight, one that number of us participated in last week at the run by the Bendigo Sustainability Group, other forums are just so important for the local community, depending on, regardless of which group you're with or organisation or professional background, to come along and hear our views, to share the debate and discussion. This is central to the democracy that we all cherish and we all love. It's clearly, unfortunately, not a belief that's shared by all of our political opponents. I think it's a great disappointment that not all of the political parties wanting to seek the support of the Bendigo community are here tonight. But I can tell you, Labor is here and Marie and I are here, and we'll be we will be abiding by your rules, John, and making sure we don't repeat each other. So look, I want to focus just very quickly on two policy areas that I feel very strongly about, very passionately about, and I believe that if you don't get these settings right, that it makes addressing other issues in our community, issues around drug and alcohol and substance abuse, mental health problems, to name a few, that much harder. And that goes to the issues around jobs and job support and education. So let me just start briefly with jobs. We have seen in the Bendigo region, and indeed right across regional and rural Victoria, that the unemployment rate has gone up, and most worryingly, the youth unemployment rate has doubled today what it was 4 years ago. Now, over the years, and those of you involved much more intimately in this area will have seen many studies, whether it was the work of Tony Vincent and others, the work of various organisations around like the Brotherhood of St Lawrence. You will have seen many reports about how getting people into sustainable, respectful work is central to their wellbeing and central to their participation in our community and our society. We also know the opposite is true. So much social dislocation flows from people losing their jobs. So many other issues come about, whether it's family violence, family breakdown, substance abuse and crime. I think concerningly, we know that Bendigo is facing many of these challenges. On the surface, and this room is a great example of it, on the surface we look like a prosperous city, and that's something we should be proud of. We should be proud of our built heritage, our unique natural environment, and that so many people are choosing to make their home here and raise their family here. But we know that not far below the surface we have so many people in our community who are unemployed, who are underemployed, or who have never been employed. They're missing out on those opportunities to participate in the workforce, to participate in community and feel connected to the society around them. I mentioned the work by Tony Vincent just earlier, and there has been work over the years by Tony Vincent and others on disadvantage based on postcode location. And if you look at that work, it throws up many of the neighbourhoods in or adjacent to the city of Greater Bendigo. So we know that this is an issue here for Bendigo. We know, and I know that many of you in the room here today work with many individuals, agencies, communities who are facing these challenges. So certainly Labor has placed jobs at the centre of our plan to support communities in regional and rural Victoria. We believe that we have to work hard as a state government to help people in our community to get back to work. We've made jobs a central theme of our campaigning, not just because it might sound nice. It's because we know it's what makes a real and fundamental difference to the lives of people in our community. We understand that getting people into work is not just good for the economy; it is good for our community. I won't go through all of the details, but we've released our Back to Work plan. We've got our $200 million regional jobs fund. We've got a fund to help support employers to get people unemployed, long-term unemployed, youth, people who have been, young people unemployed, retrenched workers back into work. And I'm rapidly getting the wind up here from John, and quite sadly I don't get to tell you about the problems of all the education system and all the cuts and how that also leads to problems with joblessness as well, and how important public education is as well as part of making sure that people are given every opportunity to participate in our community. But I'm going to stop there because John's being a vicious timekeeper, and I'll thank you very much for the opportunity to address you this evening.